And then my mum would be like, "Don't touch the negatives with your fingers.
Yeah.
Your fingerprints
I
all over
get
them."
my fingers all over it now. It don't make a difference.
That was a good time, like having all that, growing up with that.
Like film photography to someone that age, like when they're older. Well, we don't know where it's going to go, but I don't think it's going to blow up to the point where it's going to be like commonplace.
Oh no, it'll be like a niche thing.
That was my last shot on the roll as well.
Is that 500T?
Yeah.
It's in the day. It looks quite nice as well.
Yeah.
What's your number one?
Oh, number one,
January.
right. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with this photo. This could be in, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to shoot this year, but this could be in like a top 5 for the year.
Hello, welcome to the Full Frame Podcast. This is the fourth Full Frame Podcast. I'm very excited. Are you very excited, Ben?
Very excited.
We're here at the Marriott in Kensington. We rented it out just for this podcast, really, didn't we?
Yeah, we just bought a 1-bedroom flat just to use as a podcast studio.
Yeah, in Kensington.
Yeah.
Where the rates are high.
Yeah. But you know, we got that YouTube money.
Got that YouTube money rolling in from you 57 subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing, by the way, if you are a subscriber. It's probably time to start saying that.
Yeah.
Why not?
So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you as a human being. Goodbye.
That's cringe.
Yeah. So today we're talking about our favourite photos from January.
Yep, as always.
And we're going to talk about projects that we want to do.
Yeah.
Film photography projects. And then we're going to talk about film of the month. So a film stock of choice. And
our favourite
stuff,
photos of that.
Other stuff that happens as well. Whatever comes up. Should we just go straight to film photos of the month?
Yep, sure.
Because otherwise I'm going to waffle about the hotel we're in, etc.
We can talk about that if you want.
We're here for work.
Oh, right, okay.
But behind us there is a little kitchen. So that's quite a nice touch. I've never been second time I've been in a hotel where there's been a kitchen.
Yeah, I'm never sure, like, when we do a podcast in a hotel, whether there's going to be like enough room and stuff. Like the last one, we had
Park.
one of the cameras on a tripod
on
a
bed.
But this is like your bed's over there.
Yeah, it's a separate little room. Yeah,
part, and then we got this bit, which is this is quite nice.
Sitting room.
Yeah,
with an oven.
I walked in and when I saw the sofa, I was like, oh yes,
that's it, perfect.
Yeah, that's where we're doing it.
Some stuff behind us as well. It's quite a nice room.
Yeah, it is like a set.
Yeah.
So
should build this in
your office.
Yeah.
Is there like any news, film photography news that we can talk about? I'm trying to think if there's anything I've seen. Not really.
I can't think of anything. Like the Harman Phoenix thing was massive. So
yeah,
there's not really
and it's kind of
still
ongoing. But
have you shot Harman Phoenix yet?
Yes.
What have you thought about it?
How many rolls have I shot? Maybe just one.
I shot two.
Maybe two. I might have shot two as well, actually.
One of my photos of the month is Harman Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. So I've got one is in a camera in the point and shoot.
Nice.
One I've shot in Amsterdam. It was okay. I don't know. A lot of my photos came out a little bit dark.
Yeah, my point and shoot ones came out really dark.
Yeah. And that's even weirder on the point and shoot. So I don't know. I think there's something a bit weird about it. I don't think it's actually very good at 200. I think it might be better being shot at like 100 ISO or something like that. But I've not tried that yet, so I don't know. And I have seen some really good photos of it.
I quite like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The second roll. The first roll was really dark. The second roll I shot it like sunrise.
Yeah.
So it's really orangey, really warm, and really quite nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it yet, but I think I need to shoot it in the summer. Any film that I don't like much,
shoot it in the summer.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's what I've had so far. I've not really liked any of it. It's quite soft as well, don't you think? It's like weird because normally it's like the lens and stuff that gives you the sharpness, but this is. Like the film is soft, I think.
Is it something they're going to keep working on as well? So they sort of change it subtly. So it will change.
So
a year,
Yeah,
2
I
years.
could do a little comparison. Yeah, maybe.
How has it changed?
I just want them to bring out a 400.
Yeah.
An actual
They've got to be
400.
working on other
Because I
stuff
watched
as
the
well, haven't
video. It would have been like Grainy Days or something when they went to the factory.
Yeah.
And the
yeah,
guys
even
there
so.
said that mathematically the ISO works out at like 120 or
Yeah.
something like that, but they just put it as 200. And I can kind of see that, like that it should be shot at 100 or something,
Yeah.
because I find that they come out a bit dark. But yeah, it'd be good if they did a 400. I just
Yeah.
like 400 ISO.
Yeah, like Ultramax.
Yeah.
Is our go-to, as we said in the last one.
Yeah.
And I always, like, since we went to Stratford and you had like a spare Ultramax, like tonight we're going to go out in London, and I have bought an Ultramax just in case. Like,
Oh
I run out. It's like always good to
I
have
bring
one.
like 2 backups of 35, like
Yeah.
just because it's not necessarily because I think I'm going to go through them. It's more because I just like to have the option to put something else in if I do finish a roll, you know. So we're going out tonight. That's something we can talk about. What's our plans for tonight?
So we're just going to go out in London and...
Because this will go out way before
you'll see
the video that we're going to film tonight goes out.
Yeah, this is the London one will be in like 2-3 weeks' time.
Yeah. Because we try and get the
this goes out.
podcast.
We've done some other ones that haven't gone out yet. We've got the photos back, but we haven't edited. It's probably 2 or 3 away from the London one. But yeah, we're just going to go out in London and shoot various films. We've got rollies as well, so it'll be 120 and 35.
Yeah, hopefully this will be like a better version of our first London video.
Yeah, because we got rained on a bit, and we had
Yeah.
Cinestill. I bought Cinestill for tonight, but also I bought Silbersalz as well.
Yeah, I've got Silver. I
And
think
Ultramax.
Silbersalz is what
And Lomo for the rolling.
I think I'm going to load Silbersalz in the Nikon first, and then I'll put Cinestill in the Rolly, because I've never shot the Rolly at night, and I've never shot Cinestill on 120.
Interesting.
So, something a bit new.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Yeah. Should we get on to our favourite?
Yeah.
3 photos.
Do you wanna
we
go
should have like
first?
a little slide thing here.
I'll
shouldn't
make
we?
something, yeah.
Yeah, a little. What do they call it? A splash screen. Okay, so 3 is that one.
Yeah, great. Okay, I'll put my version of that as my 3. So we can talk about them both, because that's going to be my 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, we went out in Winchester. This will be coming out. Not
It's
next
cool
week,
that's
after.
your 3 as well,
Yeah.
because I have definitely taken 2 better photos in this, but this was definitely worth putting in.
Yeah. So this is Winchester. This will be for the Redscale video that will be coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
But I shot this. Mine was shot on Ilford XP2 on 120, and yours was Redscale 120.
Redscale, yeah.
They're very similar, so exactly pretty much the same framing and everything.
Yeah, except
Yours-
you're in mine and I'm in yours.
Yeah. And
But we both had the same idea. And actually, I think they both came out not like I expected, actually. I expected them to be a bit more brighter inside. And yours is a little bit brighter, which I prefer. But the redness in the Redscale really does add something.
it.
Like, it makes it look otherworldly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like from a film or something.
I said the Upside Down
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Stranger Things. It's definitely got that vibe.
Whereas like the black and white, I really like how the light's hitting the bricks on the floor,
Yeah.
and then the walls as well. And like
I like the light everywhere on both of them. How there's just faint light on all the walls, you know, and then it just fades into nothing because you can't really tell where you are, you know.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Cool,
really cool.
Well, that's 3's done. Do you want to go 2?
I'm really glad we had like different films in for that, because if we both just had a black and white, we'd have the same photo, but at least we've got something different, you know.
Yeah, it was good to go out with that video. Will be mostly Redscale, but we did have a few other options in there as well.
Yeah, I've got a roll of Ultramax that we shot the Beatles cover guys with. But there'll be some good photos, I think. So.
Nice. What is your 2?
My 2 is you.
Oh, nice.
The double
exposure. That's now my Slack photo, I think.
Yeah,
it's my WhatsApp, definitely.
WhatsApp. Yeah, I kind of did this by accident. So whenever I get to the end of a roll, I can't remember, but these last couple of times I've gotten to the end of the roll, and for some reason I've done a double exposure. I think it's because I maybe it didn't get to 36. I've gone to wind on and
yeah.
it stopped. So I was like, oh, I'll just do a double exposure. And I think that was one of them. I think that was my last photo.
What is the bit that's over the top of me?
So just to the left of where you were stood, there was like a scaffolding. So the photo of you is just straight. Obviously, I'm like eye level.
Yeah.
And then the scaffolding was say you're stood there. The scaffolding was like up there. I think I took the scaffolding first.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which is interesting.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I love double exposures when they come out really nice. Like
I do. Yeah, I think there is like a bit of a technique to it, but I did not apply any technique
No, but
to
it's
this.
come out
Like,
really
that was
nice.
just lucky. Yeah, but I like it's framed your face quite nicely. Like if one of those bars had gone through your face, might not have been as good. And
hit and hope and that.
I like that you've got your camera and the colour as well. Like the colour of your jacket.
What stock is that in there?
Oh, yeah. What was it?
Ektar.
Yeah, because I had 35 mil.
Yeah,
Didn't I?
this is for the Ektar.
Yeah. So and you tell you what, that doesn't look like Ektar actually. Looks, I don't know. It just looks different.
A lot of your 35s came out bluey, but that's quite warm.
Yeah, it looks a bit flatter, but yeah, the orange against like the greenness of everything else is quite nice. So quite happy with the colours on that. And on Instagram, I cropped a bit of the sky out because that was just like too bright.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah,
It's really good. When you sent me that, I was like, that. You sent me a few of me.
Yeah,
And I was just like, whoa, that was the one that stood out.
Yeah. Whenever I don't do double exposures that often, but when I do, I'm always like, oh, that's actually really cool, you know. So yeah, happy with that.
I'm gonna try and sneak this one.
What do you mean sneak? No.
So this is my number 2.
This is Mark cheating. And when did you take that, Mark?
December 20th. Shall I do a January one? Can I talk about it?
You can show it. Show it. If you're
so this was in London.
If you're proud of it, but I think you need to force yourself to pick a.
All right. Well, I'm not going to get to talk about this unless we go in June. We go. Oh, December. These are my favourites.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not going to talk about this otherwise. So 2.5 is this protest in London. This is opposite Downing Street.
Yeah. I actually prefer the other one. Oh no, that is the one. Yeah, you took 2, didn't you?
Yeah.
That one, her mouth's more wide open, like shouting.
Ethiopian against Ethiopian genocide, which I think we can all get on board with. We don't want a genocide.
Yeah.
And it's something like I don't see every day. I guess if you live in London and you go past there, you see that all the time.
Yeah, you would see protest. Yeah,
but
I think so.
I just like the colours of the flag are really nice wrapped around her.
You caught a good moment, I think, there as well,
like
where she's
angry and shouting. Yeah, it's nice.
But I think you did well to take 2 of that as well, because I don't know which one you took first, but
I can't remember.
There is one better than the other, so
glad I did
that
2.
was a good case. Yeah,
I did walk off a little bit and then think, and then went
just
back.
Get a couple more. Yeah. Oh mate, I probably would have taken about 5 photos of that.
Yeah.
I would have done all sorts of angles and shit.
Do you want to see my actual number 2?
Oh yeah. Do a January number 2.
So my January number 2 was this shot of my son.
Oh yeah.
As he's walking like to a viaduct.
Yeah.
This is on Fuji 200. And I just like the lights hitting the ground quite nicely.
Yeah, nice light.
And
it's coming through the trees as well.
Yeah. And the green's really nice.
Fuji, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't often get chances to show pictures of him, but it's not got his face, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just really nice. He photographs really well, but like, he's just natural. Yeah, I'm trying to get him into photography, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
So whenever he sort of grabs my camera, he wants to take a picture of me, so I just let him because I want to get him into it.
Yeah. But like we were saying earlier, like film photography to someone that age, like when they're older. Well, we don't know where it's going to go, but I don't think it's going to blow up to the point where it's going to be like commonplace.
Oh no, it'll be like a niche thing.
So like kids his age now that when they get to their like 20s, most kids are not going to have like a clue what film is.
It'll be like some holographic image taking device.
Yeah, but
and
like
did something that was in the 70s.
But like whereas like how far apart are we in age?
10 years?
Yeah,
no,
so
8 years.
So we're 8 years apart in age, but we still have memories of film when we were younger.
Well, I had a film camera.
Yeah. And I remember shooting disposables.
Yeah.
But like even a kid, someone maybe 6 years younger than me, probably wouldn't have any of that.
Not at all. I remember digital cameras coming in, and I remember being at it was a football match. I was playing football, and then we won. It was a cup final. We won the cup final, and then in the evening there were photos of it, like printed on A4 paper, and I was just like, how did they do that? Because like, especially you could probably do like 1 hour photo for like prints for film, but like to see them printed on a computer, I was just like, how have they done that? Like, that was really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like the first time I remember it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I only started to understand like what pictures were as digital was coming in. So I guess it is all I've ever known, but I do still have memories of like waiting for stuff to get developed, even though it was a lot quicker back then.
I remember going to like Boots and like you put it in.
Yeah.
I remember opening the back of my camera and like exposing the film to the light, and my dad was like,
While I think what I remember more vividly is having the pouches with the 6x4 prints, and then you'd have a packet in there with the negatives, and it'd all be in one little packet thing.
And then my mum would be like, "Don't touch the negatives with your fingers, you'll your fingerprints."
I fucking get my fingers all over them now. I don't fucking it don't make a difference.
That was a good time, like having all that. Growing up with that. What's your number one?
Oh, number one, right? Yeah, I'm very, very happy with this photo. This could be in. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to shoot this year, but this could be in like a top 5 for the year.
Yeah,
and it's in January.
Interesting.
So it's this one.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's great.
Yeah, it was at South Sea Skate Park, one of the like oldest skate parks in the country.
Yeah.
And it's called a snake run. So it's like, I don't think the photo actually does it justice how big it is. Like they're really tall sort of ramps, and it's like a snake run that kind of curls around, and there's a bowl at the end. And just behind where I stood is where you like start. And I think I just timed it really well on that one. Like none of them are overlapping, you know.
Yeah.
And I deliberately shot it slow to get the blur. Yeah. So I just wanted it to be I wanted there to be a bit more anonymity to who they were. Like I just wanted them to be 3 riders. I didn't really want to be able to see.
What film is it on?
It's Lomo 92.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
I've not seen it like really from either of us shooting it.
Yeah, because I want to print this one. So
nice. Do you print a lot of your stuff?
I've got, I don't know, maybe 10 or so photos framed, but I don't I wouldn't say I print a photo, even one photo from every like roll. You know, it'd be particular a photo here and there. But I mean, I've only just started actually getting into like printing a photo and framing it, so I kind of just went through the last year or so of photos. And got a load of printed at once. So
you sent me a picture of your wall, and it was like, oh, you've actually
printed quite a few. I've got quite a few up now, and they're really cool. So yeah, but that'll definitely be going up. Absolutely,
nice. Love
that photo. So happy with it.
So my number one was on Harman Phoenix, and I can't really quite describe it, but it was a sunrise.
Oh yeah.
Across the river, and like the heat was coming off the river.
Yeah.
So it was freezing, frosty morning. But like the steamer's coming off the river, the lights hitting the water, so it's like a mixture of like blue, green, and orange. And like I think if you just glanced at this, you wouldn't really quite be able to tell what it is and what's going on.
Yeah, it's like an AI generated photo where you don't know what anything is.
Yeah, but I just remember like looking at it and thinking, I like how the steam's coming off the river. I like how the sun. It's dealt with the sun hitting the film really well.
Yeah.
Because that usually goes like quite dark on some films, doesn't it?
Yeah. But and your camera hasn't. I think the sun being in the corner has saved your camera from underexposing it.
Yeah.
Because it's centre weighted, isn't it? The light meter.
Got a bit of flare there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But it's centre weighted, the light meter. So if the sun was closer to the middle, it would have just been really dark.
Yeah.
So I think like the way it's framed has helped get a bit more detail in that water.
But I really,
Oh yeah, see that's lovely. Like you'll have to zoom in on this, like that texture
see
in
on
the water and the colours, so cool. And also, I was just saying about how I think Phoenix is quite soft.
Yeah,
that's lent to that photo really well.
Yeah.
The softness, because it's got that mist and the light has just got a bit of a. Yeah. It's like if anyone's ever used Lightroom before, it's like turning the clarity slider down, and it gives it like a glow and a softness.
I was just like, this is when this roll of Harman Phoenix I got back. I was just like, oh, I really like the colours. And there was a few like that where the colours came out. That orange I really liked. And even when it was on people as well, like some shots of people I got, I really liked that, the tone of the orange.
Yeah.
Nice. Which I didn't get in the first roll.
You going to print that?
I think I probably will, yeah.
I think you should.
It's a bit like a painting, I think.
Yeah.
I hadn't really zoomed in on the water before, but then when you did it there, it's really nice.
I like that. It's a nice touch on that.
I actually filmed that shoot, so I put the GoPro on the camera
did you?
and I walked around.
Maybe put a little, if you can find when you took that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just put a couple seconds in when you took it, because that would be really cool, wouldn't it?
I'll do that.
And then, what was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to know what it was shot on.
What?
The FE?
Yeah, the FE, yeah.
Cool. Good. A good month.
Yeah.
Actually, considering,
really
most days are quite dreary, I got some good photos.
Well, I think the frosty mornings helped, and we've had some good sunrises and sunsets.
I mean, my 3 photos weren't really related to the, how the weather was. I just managed, for some reason, this month to get 3 nicely composed photos. So I'm quite happy with that. Usually, I do rely on the lighting quite a lot, but I managed to get make it a good photo aside from lighting.
It'd be good to see, like, throughout the year. Now we're doing a full year of this, to look at a photo of the month from every month and then pick one every year.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
And if one grows on us that we haven't really thought about, or like we look back at something we didn't even think about. We did this last year, like we didn't even think about it, and then you look back on it and it's just, oh, I like it now. Should we talk about projects? Do you have any ideas of
potential projects
you want to do? I have one in my head that I'm like, it could be something.
I've got one that I've kind of been building photos up, sort of like subconsciously been building photos up, and now I've thought about it, I take more of it. But it's just bikes in general.
Okay, yeah.
So not just like,
I've noticed this of you.
Yeah, so obviously I do BMX photos, like tricks and stuff and actual riding, but I seem to be gravitated to all bikes. I just love...
Yeah, Cambridge, there was a lot of your bike stuff.
Yeah, and Amsterdam, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But by that point, just before Amsterdam was when I had this realisation that, like, I have a lot of bike photos and they're quite good. Some of my best photos have got a bike in for some reason. I don't know why. So I just put them all into a folder, and I was like, without even thinking, I had about 15 photos in a folder, and I was like that's already a small book. So I was like, let's just go to Amsterdam with, the mindset to just get some bikes, but not just anything and everything, just it had to be something that would catch my eye. And then I probably would throw a few BMX ones in there, like the one of my mate Charlie. Hello.
Hi.
And then maybe that one that I was my number one.
Yeah.
That would probably go in. But yeah, I don't know. Like, but bikes have been such a big part of my life.
Yeah.
Almost as long as photography has, and I feel like that just makes sense for me. Just a book of appreciation for bikes in general.
That's cool.
And not just BMX, because I could do a book of BMX photos. I've done fucking thousands of BMX photos over the years, but just bikes in general. People riding them, bikes on the street, and stuff like that.
When the more you do that, you'll notice bikes in like weird situations. Like in London, tonight I reckon there'll be like bikes, like people leave the line bikes or the line
I've already got a photo.
There'll be stuff just on the
floor.
side.
Yeah, I have a photo of that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Trying to give you an idea.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I am somehow...
You'll notice bikes everywhere.
Yeah, I'm somehow gravitated to bikes when I just see them around.
So that's you're already sort of underway on that.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's a good idea, because I had like 15 photos that I went through, like, all my rolls of film. Managed to put like a folder of a good few photos that I had just come across. I hadn't even intentionally taken photos of bikes. And like I said, after that, I was like, right, let's see if I can focus on this and get some more bikes. And then, I haven't added any more to that folder yet, so I need to go through it and see. But I reckon I'll have 20, 25, 30 photos of bikes. I mean, they're not even all on my Instagram.
You had
I
like
have
5
so
on
many.
your Instagram just from like 2 seconds.
I know,
of
yeah,
scrolling
it's crazy, isn't it? And I did have a second one, which isn't as prominent as bikes, but they all seem to come out really well, and it's going to sound so stupid. Undercover car parks or multi-story car parks.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've got like maybe 3 or 4 car park photos that are really cool.
To be a photo book that you put out
Yeah.
on the Patreon.
But I could imagine just like, because you could just Google like multi-story car parks and just go to all the local ones.
There's so many. Like,
And just do a little shoot in it. And like,
even around where we live, there's like, every town's got at least one.
Yeah, I don't know. I could probably, that might be too niche. I could probably branch it out to like maybe concrete architecture or something, which I mean that's probably been done a million times. But
I think car parks is quite a bit niche.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want it to be too niche, because like no one's going to want to look for a book of like car parks.
But like some people have done like the same. Some people have done like one bus station, and people have taken like
yeah. Anyway, yeah, my idea was that they had to be like dead, you know, no cars in
no
it,
people,
completely empty, quite liminal sort of looking. But yeah, I would have to work on that a bit more, because I don't just come across undercover car parks that often. So just do one book.
Yeah,
for
work
me
for yourself. It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah,
that's good.
I mean, someone wants.
It's nice to get
now.
like prints of it, or like to see it. Physically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you know what will happen? I'll like build up loads of photos to do a book. And then I'll like take more that I'll be like, oh, that'd have been well good in the book.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'll
have
parks too.
Maybe I'll just do an album.
More car parks.
Maybe I'll just do an album where I put printed photos in it, rather than like just printing a book.
Like people come around your house, open the photo album, it's just car parks
and bikes. Car parks and bikes. Maybe I'll merge them together.
There's no people in this.
Yeah.
Weird guy.
Right, what are your project ideas?
So like I've got like an ongoing one that's sort of ghost signs.
Oh yeah.
And my other one is sort of history related as well.
Yeah. I like the ghost signs.
I did history at school. I'm quite like, I love learning about history. So the ghost signs one, because I'm quite interested to see like what was there before and like how it's lasted. And I do think that kind of art looks better than like billboards today or signage today.
Oh yeah.
It's just nicer to look at.
Yeah, we've spoken about this before, and I like it because it's quite a. I think it's quite a hard thing to photograph and make it look good.
Yeah.
So like, you'd have to really think about it, but then also as a set of photos in a book, it could work really well. You know.
I bet someone's done that though.
Yeah, but like I don't think it has to have been not been done to be able to do it. I mean, how many street photographers just do a street photography book, like a generic street photography book?
This is my one.
Yeah. So.
My other one was I was at Waterloo. I did that Waterloo photo I talk about all the time. But I walked down to where my granddad used to live, which was just outside Waterloo Station. And I started thinking about this the other week.
Your granddad used to live just outside Waterloo Station?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, right.
Like he's doing the wall.
Oh, right. Wow.
Doing the wall. And I thought it'd be good to like go to places that were like important or like part of my family's history. From like the past, like people I've known, so my grandparents, my parents, and me.
Yeah.
And like photograph them now and how they looked. So there's a photo of I try and find this from my dad, this photo, and I'll try and put this in this video. But there's a photo of my granddad in the RAF, and part of his job was to look after the goat at the barracks. Right. There's a photo of him and the goat.
Yeah.
I need to find this photo for this video.
Yeah, right.
But like, it'd be good to go to see if that where he lived at like in the RAF is still used.
Yeah.
But if it's not, to go there now and see what it's like.
What's there?
Yeah. If it's like abandoned or if it's like a housing estate.
Flats.
Yeah. But like the road that he lived on by Waterloo is totally different.
Yeah.
Because it was like bombed in the war. They rebuilt all flats next to it.
Right, yeah.
So like to see, I don't know if there'd be photos of his house then, because I don't know if they took photos of their houses in the war. There'd probably other things to worry about.
There'll be an aerial photo on Google Earth.
Yeah. So to find that.
Yeah.
But like I went around there now and it's like it's all shops, flats, really busy area.
I just had a thought.
And it's like a 2-minute walk from Waterloo.
I had a thought on how you could extend that further. If you weren't so bothered about including them in it,
yeah,
you could go on a deep dive into ancestry and just find out, like, obviously further back, great,
luckily,
and find out if you can find a bit of information about them and just photograph like that place or something. I guess I don't know if you can't really find like exact addresses.
Well, I've kind of done, my granddad did a lot of the work before he died, so he had the family tree going back a few hundred years.
Yeah,
but he would have had other information as well. That's like, they did this job, they lived in this area, they had this many kids.
Yeah.
So I've got the family tree going back to like 1800 and something.
Yeah.
So, and I know that they lived Southwark, so like by Waterloo, and then get further back they lived in Reading, and then my granddad moved to Kent, and then it was my family, like my mum and dad and that.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting just to see. And I know my nan lived in Ramsgate in the war, and my other nan lived in
Landscape.
Yeah, and it would be interesting to see what their like houses were like, and like photograph them now, and like if I can get old photos of them, and then photos of them now. It's just something I thought of, but I thought it'd be quite cool.
Yeah, that is.
And it's something I could take ages doing.
My on my family on my mum's side have a family tree, like a proper official one, and we're related to Colonel Thomas Blood.
Oh right, you said this.
Yeah, he tried to steal the crown jewels. Can't remember the year, but my uncle's surname is
Blood.
still Blood.
Yeah, because he subscribed to us on YouTube. So thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Yeah, which is quite cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so he's on.
I knew about the crown jewels thing. You've said that before, but I didn't know.
And he's on the family tree.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you can see him on it. I think it was like 1600s.
Wow,
something like that.
See, that's cool. I love history. Like,
I think just can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was my last shot on the roll as well.
Is that 500T?
Yeah.
It's in the day. It looks quite nice as well.
Yeah. It just I think it was in a. I guess that area did have a lot of natural lighting, but I mean it does the job, doesn't it? It looks cinematic.
Yeah.
It looks like
so
the Matrix or something. Like got a bit of a bluey tint to it. But yeah, love the colours in the roof. That whole roof, at the Amsterdam
main train
station. From above, the roof says Amsterdam on it. So that's what those colours are. I don't know what that was. The M. That might be the M there. Yeah, that's what that was. But yeah, made a really cool. Just added a lot of colour to that photo. But yeah, literally last roll, I literally just went for a walk around the train station because I was like, I've got like 5 shots left. I just want to see like there'll be something good here.
Yeah,
got a few bits. I did get some other good photos, but then literally I was like, right, last shot. I look up the escalator. There's a guy at the top of it, and I think I like catching him with his head turned as well.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Like,
is his coat moving as well?
Maybe.
So a bit of movement.
He's got one step up as well, so he's sort of 1
his
foot
movement.
up. Yeah, so like just a very spur of the moment, literally just turned around and looked up at there. And I think I did look at it and think, well, it all happened very quick, but I did think like, oh, that's a nice shot with the colours. But then I was like, there's a guy up there. Yeah. I need to get this right now because he was obviously on his way up it. So yeah, good photo of that. Happy with that.
So I had a quick look through my Instagram.
Yeah.
And I just saw that one from York.
Oh,
we've spoken about at length.
Yeah. Have you not shot 500T since then?
I don't think so, no. I bought some tonight.
You probably only had one roll though, haven't you? Since before tonight.
So my second roll is the one I've got with me tonight.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
I'll start on that, I reckon, and then go to Cinestill.
Yeah, I'm going to start on 500T.
Yeah. I like how it looks at night.
I much prefer it to 800T now.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't think there's anything else to go.
No, we've hit everything we want to talk about.
Got anything
upcoming? We've got Ektar video, Redscale video, this night London video.
Yeah. Bought any new cameras? You bought a Leica M6, yeah? No, me neither.
No. I don't think I'd get away with that. Yeah. One day.
Yeah, definitely one day. Need to own one.
Yeah. Subscribe and then we can own them.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment if you are able. We said exactly the same words last time. Bye.
Bye.